for Monday Mortgage Minute with your hosts, Tom McNamara and Bruce Woodburn.
All right.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Yes, sir. Happy Monday to you. It was
What a great
weekend.
weekend, man. Lots of new business. Things are still kicking out there. I love the activity in the market.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time this weekend with a couple of buyers, as well as I had a really interesting meeting with one of my sellers over the weekend. She, yeah.
Was she questioning commissions?
She was. She said, we went out, we talked about a few things, but I went out and sat down with her and she was like, well, what is this new deal? And I hear I don't have to pay buyer's agents anymore. And I was like, well, you never have. You didn't have to. You could always have offered zero, but we're already having a tough time selling this as it is. How much easier do you think it's going to be if we're not compensating anybody? And she quickly went off of that, right? She went,
don't you think that's how it's going to work out anyway? I mean, no, you've never had to pay. I mean, you could list the home, you could put it in for sale by owner if you want to.
Absolutely.
But you and I both know that 80% of for sale by owners end up listing at the end of the day. And if you don't want to pay a realtor, you're not going to get realtors showing your property. And the MLS is the best way to attract buyers.
Absolutely. Yeah. We talked about it, and I think overall that we agreed that this whole commission change thing, the only people it's really going to hurt are first time home buyers, veterans, FHA buyers, people that don't have tons of cash. People out there buying houses.
Until sellers realize they don't have any buyers, then it won't hurt them anymore.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, that's I'm sure we'll beat that topic to death over the next few months. But hey, I saw the other day, I forget it was Thursday. You posted something on Facebook that really piqued my interest. It was about some pharmaceutical company.
Yes. So yes, I had the distinct opportunity to be able to help a pharmaceutical company help their employees become homeowners. So, and just to tell you how that all comes about, I created a program called an employee benefit program, much like your dental plan or something that a company would offer their employees. But this is a homeownership plan. So, I help the employer help their employees become homeowners. So you'd have to ask yourself, well, why would an employer care if my employees were homeowners versus renters, right?
Yeah, so, I don't. Yeah, right. Why?
So why? Because on average, your employee is going to stay with you 4 times longer if they're a homeowner versus a renter. And that's a statistic according to the Department of Labor and Statistics. The Department of Labor and Statistics post a lot of data. As a matter of fact, you can plug into their system what type of company you are or what type of occupation a particular person has, and it'll tell you on average how long they're going to stay with you. So when you help your people become homeowners, they don't move around as much, they're not as transient, and they'll stay with you. So that helps the employer. But in addition, I don't know if you've ever had the luxury of having to interview people for a job, but it's kind of painful, it's time consuming, and you don't even know for 6 months whether you hired the right person. You still don't even know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
forget the exact stat that I saw, but it's something like 9 months is your typical, basically wasted time when you have a transition from employee A to employee B. Now that may not be the case.
Can you imagine after training them for 9 months and then they leave you?
And then
because their rent went up and now they got to move 15 miles further away to get cheaper rent. So I go in there, and first, it's a 2-part presentation. I do a presentation for the owners or the HR department. Olympia Pharmaceutical, you probably have drugs in your medicine cabinet right now that they make. Wonderful company, really, really, really cares about their people, wants to keep them and have them advance within the organization. So they brought me in for 2 separate days to do presentations. I'll now be going in to their company quarterly. So I think if you are a company owner and you really do care about your people, and you need to keep them, or you want to keep them longer, you want to make them happier, you want to create a better culture for your people, then we will come in, look and see if it's the right fit for your company. And if it is, we will set up regular presentations to help your people. And we've done this for like Osceola County Sheriff's, Advent Health, Pro Health. I've done it for golf courses, car dealerships. So you name it.
Wow.
Companies can truly benefit from it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that sounds great. In my in my past my past corporate sales career, right? I wish that more people, because I know I saw a lot of people that didn't go out and buy homes, and a lot of them are suffering now. They're paying high rents, and wishing
Well,
they
you
would
just
have
have
bought.
nothing to show for it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah, we don't want to be tenants on this planet. We need to be owners on the planet, and that's what you and I are here to help do. So, if you're a company, you want to learn more about this, feel free. Our contact information is at the bottom. They'll get discounts on mortgages, they get discounts on closing costs, and they get discounts on real estate services
that's
that all
fantastic.
go back to help the client, the employee.
So there's a benefit to the employer, but there's also a benefit to the employee.
Absolutely, huge
So
benefit to the employee.
yeah, so if you're an employee at a company, it might be smart to bring this up to your brass, right, and
Yep,
have
to your
them
HR
reach out to
director,
us as well.
talk to them about it, connect me with them. Um, there's no sales pitch because there's nothing for us to sell. We just go out there and present how the program works and how it helps the employer and the employee. But yeah, it makes no sense not to do it.
Sure,
I have had companies that when I talked to the owners, they just didn't seem like they really felt their employees were um, an integral part of their business, that they were more of a liability. And it
wow,
just doesn't, it's not a good fit. It's not a good fit. But if you love your employees, you want to take care of them, you're involved in their families, community benefits and things that, you bring your employees together for events to try to, really facilitate that relationship
sure.
between employee and employer. I mean, those are the companies that benefit from them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's a great benefit. I wish that was around. I mean, I don't know if it was or wasn't, but I wish it was around when I was working in my corporate life.
It
So
probably was. You just didn't know me then.
sure, sure, that's probably true. That's probably, you've been doing this a long time, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I have.
Hey, I'm
So,
just, I'm just curious. How many people have you helped with this program? Do you have an idea?
as far as closings
Yeah, give or take.
over the years, hundreds.
Hundreds.
Matter of fact, I mean, a week ago Friday, I got 6 or 8 new clients pre-approved, and they're out now shopping. And last week, we're just working on them now. But I had 8 registrations out of 42. There were 8 that immediately said, "I'm ready to go." But we'll go in quarterly because
Sure.
some people may feel like I'm just not ready. I'm a little nervous about it. I
Sure.
don't know if I could become a homeowner. And then we just nurture them and help them because eventually everyone wants to be a homeowner.
Yeah, well, they should be, right? I mean, we always talk about that. Yeah. Um, and so on this, what about what's going on with mortgage rates these days? Are you seeing mortgage rates go
Well, I'm
down?
seeing an improvement. I think we're on a trend to see a little bit more improvement. The market, when the market this morning was not open, I haven't checked to see how things are, but I have a good sneaking suspicion that we should be improving interest rates slightly. We're not going to get a rate reduction, uh, but mortgage rates or discount points should be improving over the next, I think, 8 to 10 days. So stay
Okay.
tuned. If you don't have to lock right now and you have a little bit of a stomach, then let's float it out, see if we can get a little bit better. If you're closing within the next 5 to 6 days, you're probably going to have to lock now. But
Yeah.
they're better than they were a week ago and two
Well,
weeks ago.
I closed last week.
I know you did. I know you did.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Finally,
On a
finally
on a
closed on my
condo
condo.
that fell out of Fannie Mae approval.
Uh,
That's a whole class in itself just to share with everybody how that went. But
Yeah.
you know what? We took a Fannie Mae approved complex, got the loan approved. Fannie Mae unapproved the complex. We
Hmm.
got it reapproved again and then closed. I mean,
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. So yeah,
people
everybody's.
don't realize how much it takes just to get things done these
Oh
days,
my
do
gosh.
they?
I can't forget the sinking feeling I had when I was driving out to there, and you called me to tell me that I was going out to see the appraiser, and you called me with the bad news. And I think it was only about 3 weeks that it took us to get it all fixed. So
You know, one thing I do is I share bad news quick.
yeah, unfortunately, we have to do that
You know
sometimes.
what? Listen, we're all adults here, and sometimes things just happen. It's not that the client or somebody did something. It's just, we're navigating business, and business is hard. And then when you mix humans in with the whole equation and emotions, and it's a lot. I believe I'm in the psychiatry business. I'm not licensed. Don't call me up. I'm not licensed. Okay, and I'm not proclaiming, but boy, it sometimes takes a little bit of psychology to get through.
Absolutely. Hey man, we ran a little bit over, but that's okay. I'm gonna get going. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be
And
talking to you shortly.
don't forget, everyone out there, talk to your employer. Um, and Tom and I will come out and we'll do a presentation for you, and we'll help you guys all have a better life. Thanks. Peace out, man. Have a